Why do women ignore the good guys who give them everything, yet fall head over heels for men who give them almost nothing? Why does the man who lays his heart, his wallet, and his future at her feet get left in the friend zone, while the man who offers little more than his presence awakens a desire in her that defies all logic? This isn't a cruel joke played by the universe. This is a fundamental misunderstanding of female psychology, a blind spot that costs good men their confidence, their time, and their chance at real, passionate connection. This video uncovers the raw psychology of how women actually fall in love, and why so many men, with the best of intentions, get it so catastrophically wrong. We are pulling back the curtain on the emotional mechanics of attraction, revealing a truth that might be hard to swallow but is absolutely essential to understand. You'll discover why relentless effort and grand gestures don't create genuine attraction. You will learn why a perfectly reasoned argument for why you are the right choice can't win her heart, and often pushes her further away. And you will finally grasp how women form deep, lasting emotional bonds through a man's powerful, grounded presence, not through a list of his promises or the weight of his provisions. This is the difference between being a suitor and being her soul's counterpart. If you've ever found yourself completely lost in the maze of her mixed signals, one day warm and the next impossibly cold, this will resonate. If you've ever felt that sting of hurt from her emotional distance, feeling like you're shouting across a canyon while she barely whispers back, this will feel like your own story. And if you have ever been blindsided, replaced by a man who, from the outside, seemed to do far less and care far less, then the truths we are about to unpack will hit you squarely in the chest. This isn't about blaming women or villainizing men. This is about shedding light on a dynamic that is primal, powerful, and almost always operates beneath the surface of conscious thought. Today, we're not just scratching the surface. We'll break down the core components of this dynamic, piece by piece, so you can see the machinery at work. First, we will expose the hidden rules of female attraction triggers. These are not the polite, socially acceptable rules you read about in magazines. These are the visceral, biological, and emotional switches that have been hardwired into the female psyche over millennia. Understanding these triggers is like being given a key to a lock you never knew existed. They operate independently of her conscious desires, or what she might even tell her friends she is looking for in a partner. They are involuntary responses to specific masculine archetypes and behaviors. Next, we will dive deep into the crucial reason why women consistently choose emotion over reason in the arena of love. A man can present a flawless case for his suitability. He can have the stable job, the right intentions, the perfect plan for the future. He can tick every single box on her logical checklist. But if he cannot make her feel asterisk, if he cannot stir the currents of her emotional world, that checklist becomes utterly worthless. Attraction for a woman is not a decision. It is a feeling. It's a chemical reaction, an intuitive pull, a sense of rightness that originates in her gut, not her head. We will explore why trying to appeal to her logic is like trying to start a fire with water. It fundamentally misunderstands the element you're working with. Finally, and most importantly, we will show you how to embody the masculine energy she cannot resist. This isn't about adopting a persona or playing a part. It's about stripping away the conditioning that has taught you to seek validation, to please, to perform for love. It's about cultivating a deep, unshakable core of self-possession. It's about understanding that your presence, your centeredness, your ability to hold your own frame without needing anything from her, is the most intoxicating gift you can offer. This is the energy that makes her feel safe, seen, and utterly captivated. It's the calm in the storm, the rock she can anchor to. When you embody this energy, you stop chasing her and she begins to orbit you, drawn in by the gravity of your own self. The fundamental error most men make is that they chase love. They treat it as a prize to be won, a transaction to be completed. If I do X, Y, and Z, then she will give me her affection. They perform, they provide, they prove their worth, hoping to earn her attraction as a reward for their efforts. This turns the entire dynamic into a negotiation, placing her in the position of a judge and them in the position of a supplicant. This is the energy of a boy, not a man. The men she truly, deeply, and irrevocably desires don't chase love. They become love. They embody an energy so complete, so self-contained, and so generative that love is the natural byproduct of their existence. They are the source, not the seeker. Their love isn't a plea. It's an overflow of their own internal abundance. This isn't about learning clever tricks or manipulative tactics. Those are temporary fixes that build a foundation on sand. A relationship built on deception will inevitably crumble, because you cannot maintain a false persona forever. This is about truth. It's about aligning yourself with the fundamental, unchangeable truths of masculine and feminine energy. It's about understanding the polarity that creates the spark, the tension that creates the passion, and the presence that creates the bond. When you stop trying to convince her of your value and instead simply exist in your value, the entire game changes. You stop playing a game altogether and start living an authentic reality that is naturally attractive. She doesn't fall for you because of what you do for her. She falls for you because of who you are in her presence. She feels a sense of coming home, a sense of deep rightness that no amount of flowers, dinners, or compliments could ever replicate. It's a feeling of being met by an equal, a leader, a man who is so secure in his own world that she feels free to be fully feminine in his watch until the end, and internalize what you are about to learn. Don't just hear the words, feel the shift in perspective they represent. If you allow it to, this understanding will fundamentally rewire how you approach not just women, but your entire life as a man. You will never see female attraction, desire, and the intricate dance of love the same way again.